What is the best cloud storage for video? Now, many of you know I produce over 50 different YouTube channels. We do a lot of filming. We have a lot of storage space that we need. And I don't want to just store it locally because I've got team all over the world, 23 people full-time in the Philippines. We all need to share that data. So I had to find a really good solution to store that data in the cloud. For the last decade, I've been using one solution. But I've come to a point where I have to use another solution, so I'm going to tell you about both of them and share with you the pros and cons of each. So first let's talk about Dropbox. Dropbox I have used for over a decade and I really love it. It's only been in the last month that it's become really frustrating. Here's what I love about it. It is so simple. It is so simple, okay? And they have a feature called selective sync, which makes this work brilliantly. I mean, right now, and we'll talk about my 91 terabytes of data, but right now, I've got 91 terabytes of data in the cloud, and on my MacBook or in any other device, I don't have to have all that there, but I can access it all. Meaning I can go into my Dropbox folder and I can see all the file names, all the organizations and folders of my 91 terabytes. I can navigate to the one file that I need or the folder of files that I need, and I can sync them directly to my local computer. When I'm done, I just release it back to the cloud. And any team member, they can do the same thing. And so we can upload and share files in one place that we can access that's that big. The selective sync feature is amazing. It's incredible. It just makes my job really easy. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to send or receive files. We just put it within a folder on our computer that are set up with Dropbox, and they just automatically sync to my team and to the cloud. The other thing I love about it is it's had unlimited storage. Now, and I said it's had unlimited storage because as of a few weeks ago, Dropbox policy has changed, but I've never had to worry about it until now. I've had unlimited. Now, I've never abused it. It's for legitimate purposes. I mean, we are regularly filming either at this studio house in Utah or my Florida studio house. And when we film, it's typically 60 or 70 gigabytes of data, and we just add that on Dropbox. We back it up locally on a little Lacy hard drive. For short term, I have my team put it first on a Lacy external hard drive. It's those orange hard drives. I'll put a photo up here. I get the drives that are 5 terabytes and they're really affordable. But as soon as we've put it there, I then make a copy of it and put it in my Dropbox folder so it syncs to the cloud. Now a 5 terabyte external hard drive does fill up pretty quick, so I rotate to another one and I have 3 of them. And then when I go back to the first one, I just erase everything there because it's been backed up long term in the Dropbox archive. And by that point, we would have noticed if there was anything that we had a problem with, if anything was missing, because we would have edited it and put it on YouTube. I have the Dropbox app on my phone, so wherever I go, I have access to that 91 terabytes. All right, so here comes the change. You see, this was just published on August 24th, 2023. We are moving to a metered storage policy. Basically what it's saying is there is no longer a thing that we are calling unlimited storage. So why are they making this change? Well, over time, they found customers were taking advantage of it, especially people that were using it for crypto and Chia mining. I don't even know what Chia is, but basically they're saying they weren't businesses using this. They were using it for illegitimate purposes that weren't allowed on Dropbox and really taking advantage of the system. And then people like me just kind of get the short end of the stick here. I was paying about $850 per month for my Dropbox account, my Dropbox access for all the users I have to have that unlimited access. Well, last month we hit our limit, and whenever we hit our limit, we just send them a quick message saying, hey, we hit our limit, can you raise it again? And they give us another 5 terabytes. A couple months goes by, we hit our limit, whatever time frame it is, and they give us another 4 or 5 terabytes. Well, in August, they said, here's 1 more terabyte. Okay, they said something was wrong with their system. So it was about a week and we hit our limit. We requested it again and they said, sorry, we cannot give you any more storage. They said it was something wrong with their system. We're waiting for it to be resolved. So I thought, okay, I've been with Dropbox a long time. Hopefully they can get this resolved. I know that Dropbox uses Amazon S3. They use Amazon storage. That's where the servers actually are. Dropbox is a software that makes it work really nicely and really easily. And I know Amazon didn't run out of storage. So I was trying to figure out, like, what is wrong with Dropbox here? So as a short-term solution, we went back to files that we had archived from like 7 years ago and just decided, you know what, some of these things, it's okay if we just delete them. And I freed up about 6 terabytes of data, and that gave us some wiggle room, so I could still upload content, my team could upload and download, we could receive. But a few more weeks later goes by and we hit our limit again. And so I reached out to chat support, talked to them, and they said, sorry, our policy has changed. And I'm like, okay, what's this? They sent me this document that you're seeing here. And so basically it says, starting today, customers on their advanced plan, which is the plan that I've had for a long time, you get a certain amount of limited storage. Now, depending on your users, that can incrementally go up. But basically what happened to me is my 91 terabytes of storage, I wasn't paying near enough money for, my $850 a month. So they didn't actually tell me this. They just said they were sorry. They gave me a refund for a full month. So I've been looking for local server type solutions. And I decided to go right to the source, to use the servers or the company or whatever it's called that Dropbox uses, and that's Amazon S3. So here's their website. If you go to Google and you type in Amazon S3 pricing, you will find this page. And if you scroll down, there's all different types of storage. Now, a lot of the terminology and a lot of the settings and features go way over my head. I don't understand this, but as I scrolled all the way down to the bottom, there's this S3 Glacier Deep Archive for long-term that is accessed once or twice in a year and can be restored within 12 hours. And I thought, a lot of my long-term footage from 3, 4, 5 and years beyond, I don't need to access it that often. So maybe I should look into that. What does that cost? Because, as you go down this list, there's things that cost, 2.3 cents per gigabyte, but all the way down here, it's $0.00099 per gigabyte. Okay, so if we take of gigabytes, how many gigabytes do I need if I have 91 terabytes? Well, that's 91,000 gigabytes. So let me put in 91,000 and multiply that by $0.00099. That comes out to $90. $90 to store my 91 terabytes compared to what I was paying $850 a month, which apparently is going to drastically increase. I would say probably double, and then that double amount would increase over time. The more and more storage I needed, the more user accounts I would need to set up. So I created my own Amazon S3 account, and I've started to take content off of Dropbox and upload it directly to this Glacier Deep Archive storage. This is content that I know I'm not going to access very often. Stuff that I want to keep on hand. I've got it organized well and named well, so if I search for it, I can find it. But I really don't need to pay this huge amount. So although this has been very inconvenient for Dropbox to change this and really affect me when I'm not the one that caused the problem, it's actually now going to save me a lot of money. So I am still going to continue to use Dropbox because the features are so convenient, but I'm not going to be pushing the limits on the storage or the amount of storage that I have. I'm going to be using Amazon S3 for my long-term kind of archived storage. Well, you might be wondering what type of content I film on these 50+ YouTube channels that I produce. Well, I have a very successful strategy, and I wrote a book about it, and I want to give you this book for free if you'd like to create a channel like this. So let me describe what type of channel this is. If you have a business that's built around your expertise, such as a coach, a speaker, an author, a mentor, you sell courses or coaching or consulting, right? Those type businesses can work so well with a specific strategy on YouTube. You use this strategy to put how-to content out there a very specific way, but it generates leads for your business. And typically, for every 100 views that you get on your YouTube videos, you can generate $10,000 of revenue in your business. So that's what I put in this book. It took me 2 years to get everything right the way that I wanted it to. So it's a lot of work to create this book. I did it in full color so you could see everything. I take you behind the scenes to really teach you my strategy. As long as you cover the printing and shipping cost of this book, there's no profit to me. This is my gift to you. You can just go to natesyoutubebook.com and I'll put that link below.